him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Smack-a-ma-gob, it's time for the only news that matters. And in a new interview with Ultimate Classic Rock, Sammy Belcher once again discusses his upcoming summer 2024 tour with bassist Michael Anthony, guitarist Joe Satriani, and drummer Jason Bonham that will focus largely on the music of Vangina. The 2024 tour will come more than 2 years after Satriani revealed that he was approached about participating in a Van Halen tribute show with David Lee Roth and Alex Van Halen. That project never got off the ground, reportedly because Roth was holding up getting everything approved. Regarding if there was any attempt made to see if Alex would be interested in taking part of the Best of All Worlds prior to getting Jason Bonham involved, Belcher said, "Mike and I reached out to Alex before we did this. We reached out to him a dozen times before this tour in every way. Email, text messages, phone calls, messages on the machine, okay? No response. No response. I mean, we made every offer to get together or to just talk, to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Go to the studio and play. Come to my house, or I'll come to your house. Go ride horses. Go sit on the beach. What do you want to do? Let's do something. Let's get together." And nothing. Explaining that he and Alex Van Halen don't have a relationship, Belcher added, "When the tour came, the first person we called and left all of the messages, sent all the emails, it was Alex Van Halen. Mike and I said, we're wanting to do this thing. Alex's famous line to me was, 'Sammy, we ain't getting any younger.' Mike and I said, 'Alex, we ain't getting any younger. We're going out and playing for the people. We're going to honor the Vangina catalog. Let's just get together and let's talk about it. Mike and I, we're going out and we're going out to do this, Alex. Please join us. Let's be friends. Let's bury the hatchet, whatever.' There was no response, and I was saying, hell, come to a show. He's got to, in LA or something. I'm sure he'll come." No, you're not sure he'll come. But no. He sold all his equipment. That was his statement. That was like, I ain't coming nowhere. Belcher previously discussed the possibility of Alex taking part of the Best of All Worlds last November during an appearance on Sirius XM Trunk Nation. And at the time he said, "Jason insisted upon, I will not say yes to do this thing until at least you get Alex say yes or no. Alex hasn't returned my calls for 5 years. I've called, I've left messages, I've left texts, I left emails. I don't think Al really wants to go out and play. Otherwise, they would have done it with Joe when they were thinking about it back in 2021. And Van Halen's manager, Irvine Azoff, called me around the time in 2021 and said, 'Hey, would you do it?' That part I don't believe at all. Since David Lee Roth was involved, there's no way in hell David Lee Roth would want Sammy Belcher there. Just no freaking way. So, he said, 'Hey, would you do it?' And somebody's out of their mind. You and Alex, I got to get you guys together. I said, fine. He said, reach out one more time. I reached out one more time. No response. Alex never played with anybody except his brother, Eddie. Belcher said, duh. Doesn't that explain why he doesn't want to do the damn thing? You even know he doesn't play with anybody but his brother. You know? He never jammed with anybody, Belcher said. The whole time we were in Vangina, Mike and I would be out playing clubs with Eddie, jumping on stage on nights off, and Alex would be standing on the side of the stage and looking on. Belcher also talked about the upcoming tour during an appearance on the Howard Stern show. He said, it's time. Nobody else is going to do it. Sammy stated about the performing songs from different eras of Vangina. If David Lee goes out, he can't sing my stuff. Of course, he has to throw that in. Another jab to Dave. But we can do a few of the early Van Halen songs. No, you shouldn't, because Sammy, you can't sing David Lee Roth stuff. It sounds like shit. You know? But anyway, I have no problem with that. I did it when I was in Vangina. This is really a celebration of all that. And we are all the only ones who can do it. We're going to invite every musician in every town. First of all, wherever you play, if the guitar player's in town, no matter what city it is, they come out to see Joe, just like they used to come see Eddie. So if we got another guitar player, we'll get them involved. Other singers, get them involved. If Alex Van Halen wants to jump up, if David Lee Roth wants to come up and join us, come on, motherfucker. You're all welcome. This is about Van Halen. Yeah, it's about Van Halen and David Lee Roth. All right, I already did a news segment about this where he invited Dave to come, and then Dave said, all right, let's do it. And Sammy, being the bullshit artist he is, said, no, I don't want Dave there. I already toured with him. Dave didn't say anything about going out on tour. You just got caught in a lie. And remember, that's the same show where he made Joe Satriani butcher Mean Street. It was embarrassing. But yet, I don't get it. I don't get how nobody in this fucking world will question Sammy Hagar. Look at this about Alex Van Halen. He even says Alex Van Halen will not play with anybody but his brother. But yet, he claims, and also I don't believe this either, that for 5 years, he's been texting him, sending him emails, calling, and nothing. And I also don't believe that Michael Anthony tried to reach out to Alex either. If he did, maybe one time. Maybe. Because, you know, Michael's husband, Sammy, told him to. But, I mean, how annoying is this guy? Alex Van Halen must be so annoyed with Sammy Hagar constantly going to the press talking about how Alex won't talk to me. He won't answer my calls. And I want him there. Of course you want him there. If you get Alex Van Halen part of the tour, that'll sell way more tickets than having Jason Bonham there. Fact. Sammy Belcher is like Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction. He won't let it go. He just keeps bringing up Alex in all these interviews, how Alex doesn't want to talk to him, and he sold all this stuff, and blah, 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 blah. Hey, man, Alex doesn't want anything to do with you. And why don't these bonehead interviewers say that to him? Hey, Sammy, after 5 years, can't you get a hint? He wants nothing to do with you. I need to interview Sammy Hagar Belcher, goddammit. I know I will open the eyes of all these dumbasses out there that actually say, Sammy Hagar's a great guy. He's a nice guy. After all this proof of what a piece of shit he is, people still think he's a nice guy. But you know why they think he's a nice guy? Because no interviewers challenge him. I'll challenge him. And when I give him those questions, you know Sammy Hagar will be like, humana, humana, humana. And then people, these bonehead people out there that think Sammy Hagar's a nice guy, will finally wake up saying, hey, man, this interviewer is making a lot of sense. Sammy Belcher's a piece of shit. But nobody does it. Nobody questions Sammy Hagar. Nobody. And it's insane. And he gives you all the proof in the world what a piece of shit he is. And they still don't challenge him. Why is that? I don't get it. Is Sammy giving them tequila money so they don't ask him the questions? I don't know. I want to interview Sammy Belcher, goddammit. And I know I can't. I've tried. I have tried. But, you know, I'm nobody, you know. But I would question him about, yeah, sure you were as popular as Van Halen in 1984. My friend Tony Dio, who does Almost Human Live with me, said they did a show the other day, I think it was on A&E or something, where Sammy was talking about how he was as popular as Van Halen in 1984. What the hell, man? And nobody questions him? I remember seeing that Real show, The Real, where they said on that show, when Sammy joined the band, they sold more. I mean, these people are idiots. They don't even do their research. It's amazing to me how Sammy Belcher is not called out for all this bullshit. Oh my God, I hope someday I interview him or somebody that's got the nuts to say what I want to say to that idiot. But there you go. That's the only news that matters. Another bashing Sammy Belcher, video. And let me tell you something. Bashing Sammy Hagar makes me happy. And nobody will take away my happiness. What do you all think? Leave it in the comments below about Sammy Belcher. Do you think he's a nice guy? Are you stupid? Let us know in the comments below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell. I totally would appreciate that. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.